Hello, hello, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. Since last time I got to level 30 in Pagos, and it would have been easy to just keep going. I still have a couple challenge log entries left, and uh, the Notorious monsters in here give a ridiculous amount of EXP. But for now, we're going to pick up story elements from Trial, because that's what we're actually here for. What will we say? It wouldn't exactly be baseless. It just wouldn't, it wouldn't be provable beyond a reasonable doubt. I kind of hate when characters try to use courtroom logic to deny happening. Okay, so yeah, guess I should have started this recording at 27. This was the quest that kicks off the relic. And you'll soon see why it behooves you to start it as early as possible in here. So, ice crystals, huh? Oh shit, that blonde Highlander's getting stuff out of a box! It's a kettle. Eureka kettle. It's gonna suck up ether, okay. Proper facility, okay, where the fuck is that? That's a damn good question. So we gotta find it. Fortunately, I already know exactly where it is, and it is in fairly hostile territory. But as you note, see, now that we have this ether kettle, whenever we kill something, we have a chance to get a little bit of light. And that little gauge there under duty information starts to fill up slowly, and every time the gauge fills, you get one vitiated Pagos crystal, which they're basically, they look exactly like protein crystals from Animos, but they're light blue instead of yellow. And the Fates, or the Notorious monsters, give Pagos crystals, which will come into play for this relic a little bit later. We're gonna need like 500 of them or some ridiculous shit like that. And also, way later on down the line, we're gonna need 250 of each zone's crystal type, or like the last stage of the relic. So at some point, I'll have to dip back into Animos just to stock up on some Animos crystals for that, which of course I'll do off screen. But for now, wait, I should have a. Did Kryl tell me where to go? Pulling at 22:30. How come it's not already pulled then? Oh well, it might give us a chance to get there. There's a fade up that's actually, great. I'm being very, very quiet. That dragon is sleeping. And that dragon is level 40. That's like a gateway monster to try to shoo away lower levels from the northern regions. But everything else up here is within our power to kill, for the most part. The dragon, we would be lucky to live through 2 hits, as we currently are. And the level cap in here is 35, so we might not ever actually be able to solo one of those things, even with the Echo. I think you'd stand a pretty good chance if you set your Maggia board to defense, but it would be very pitched. And it went from 0% to 2 dead, so okay, we're not getting brothers done, but oh well. Goodness. Oh. To sneak past these things, all you have to do is walk, but it's very important that you walk, because they wake up if you make too much noise, and running is considered to make too much noise. Also, look at these stupid things. What the fuck? Decoititis? Huh. Well, the decoititis is, they will be handy to EXP on in a moment, or in a little bit, but they actually will full-on mutate. That thing I've showed, you know, like, the moles weren't that radical of a change with mutation, right? But the decoitises, or whatever, they change big time. Tax him, huh? Oh, okay, we can go get in on that. After we get this, of course. Alright. Let's go down to Blondet's Retreat. It's Undead Gigas with some zombie pals. Voracious collector of eldritch tomes in life, Taxum appears loath to let his current less than fresh state impede him in continuing to wrest ancient and forbidden manuscripts from their hiding places, no matter the consequences. I see that this little guy here. It's a lucky bunny. If you do one of the elemental conflict fates, you get one to follow you that will show you to treasure. They also fight while they're in the fate, because the fates are basically about saving them. And basically, you save the bunny, and then the bunny is like, "Oh hell yeah, you saved me! I'll lead you to some fucking treasure." I'll show one of those off at some point. Maybe in this video, maybe in the next one. I think Pagos is going to take at least one more recording to show off the rest of it. I'm not sure how many of the story beats we'll get to in this one. We got to finish up the level 27 story beat, and then I think the next quest will be available to us right away, but I think we'll have to gain a level to do the 3rd quest. Possibly 2 levels, so. Look at this chat going on. not gonna lie, I'm pretty unsympathetic to guys being assholes to girls in online gaming stories or whatever. And that's mainly because I've played online games since like MMOs like this since like 2003. And I have quite a lot of stories about some pretty shitty women. Alright, like, it's not just guys that are shitty. You know, it's like, I get it. You know, women get unsolicited advances, you know, at a rate, you know, like a 200%, if not more, rate, like, maybe 10 times the rate at which guys get any sort of unsolicited advances. But that doesn't preclude them doing shitty things, like cheating on their fiancé, or, you know, leading a guy on to get in-game level gear, or anything like that, you know? Pretty rampant. What? Yeah, whatever. Now, see, we got, you get light from any Notorious monster. And usually it's gentle, sometimes they can give bright or whatever. But the best way to get light is to actually just kill stuff that's even match or higher. You can kill stuff that's a lower level than you as well. But it has to be within giving you EXP range, I believe. And the lower level it is, the less of a chance it'll actually give you light. So what you want is you actually want to be fighting harder enemies to get light. And there's also a little exploit that I think might have gotten patched. I don't really know because I never really used it. But with the Southern Bunny Fate, there, you can go down there and there's some level 26 spiders, Yarzans, you know, like those Granddaddy Longleg looking spiders that are, you know, all over Central Shroud, that are like level 26, and you can go down there, and the Southern Bunny Fate is also level 26 or whatever, so, or 24 actually, I think. So what you do is you pull like all the Yarzans and you weaken them down with AoEs until literally one more hit would kill them all. And like one more hit from like anything. And then you sync your level to the Bunny Fate and then you kill them. And what this does is the game checks them all as being, you know, a higher level than you by a lot. And they, and it's, you can get like blazing light and stuff like that, which like will fill like 1.5 meters. And I might try and go see if that's like actually been patched or like they did anything about it. But I remember I had a bunch of friends who were obsessed with the Pagos relics and the Eureka relics in general, and they went and they, man, I might die. That's no bueno. That's no bueno. Stop yakking and start killing. Now these things can mutate. They don't have any fate monster associated with them. And mutated monsters also have a higher chance to give light and usually a better chance to give higher light amounts. So yeah, that's something to keep in mind. But I really should go and find that spot that Krell wants me to find. There's the mutation. And watch this change. Watch this blow up here. Swing. And interestingly enough, this mutation doesn't change its elemental weakness or whatever. You notice there we got some feeble light or whatever. It barely moved the gauge, but I believe mutated monsters are guaranteed to give light. So that's the method, right? If you're solo or whatever. But we might check out that Southern Bunny fate. See what's up with there. If we can, if it still works. If it did still work, I'd gladly welcome it. We need something like 30. I think we need like 37 vitiated Pagos crystals. So it's one of those things that's just takes a while. And a lot of people will just no-life it, and well, not really no-life it, but well, they'll do it a very inefficient way. They'll just wait for the Notorious monsters to spawn, and I mean, it you know, those they're worth it, right? Like, it's worth going to the Notorious monsters to get some extra light, because they're like half a crystal, pretty much guaranteed. But at the same time, if you had your kills set up fast enough on the right monsters, and got lucky both with just regular light and then also the mutates, you could get light much faster outside of Fates, especially if you team up, because that would let you fight higher level monsters. And those ice dragons that we can fight, they actually they almost always give gentle light as well. So and they can do an adaptation, which will cause them to sometimes give bright light. So, oh hey, look, it's the two-armed man. Uh-oh, another echo. Echoes from the past. Echo visions make my balls hurt. Reverse the flow, huh? I guess that'll tell Kryl what she needs to do with these weird, unexpected magicites or whatever. So sorry about that crinkling. My chin itches. I'm scratching my beard. It's one of the problems I have when I record is since I wear a headset and I'm not really used to wearing headsets, my ears start to itch, and then like my normal itching stuff that happens just bothers me way more. The masked man is nowhere to be found. However, you spy a small object near the where last you saw him. Wow, that's some dedication there, head to eye. Or blubber eye, whatever. Don't need to be loved by you. Go away. Doopy doop boop. Boopy boop doop. Okay, so we can just go back on to base camp. Also, you'll notice that this instance wasn't fresh at all when I started the bid. And, that's because, like, what was the point of queuing in at Kugane since you already know it's going to be in here? Yo, I found the masked man at another magic site. Excuse me. Yay, I'm already past that. Bull's pin, huh? That is actually a cave that we have to drop down to. So this will actually be fairly dangerous because they put choke point dragons pretty much everywhere. And there are choke point dragons on the cave ledge we have to drop down to. So, yeah. Wow, there's only 9 people in the zone now. When I entered in here, there were 35. And they were going from Notorious Monster to Notorious Monster. And I got in on the Worm all the way over here. I got in on Igloo up here. I got in on Hakutaku. And there's a fate in the place we gotta go to that they actually spied as well. And I didn't make it to that one. And that was actually the one I was trying to get to at the start of the video. But, yeah, you know. Let's see. I don't remember which ledge is the right ledge. Oh well, we can circle back around easy enough. We don't want to go into that cave though without letting our HP go back up, because there's level 34 undead, and since they're 4 levels higher than us, even if we switch to defense, might be likely to die. Hot water. Oh, I got the wrong one. What a shame. I guess it was the center one. Yep. There's Eureka right over there. Yeah. Yeah. They based the Pagos zone structure off a zone in Final Fantasy XI called the Eureka range. I'm not sure if that's exactly how you say it, because I'm pretty sure it's a play off some sort of French word. But that's as close as I can get, because it's spelled Uleguerande. So I've always said Eureka, or you know, and most people just abbreviate it to Eureka range. But the thing about the Eureka range was it was an expansion zone in the frozen Northlands, and the Northlands were already notorious for having unabashedly difficult zone structure, starting with the Bucidine Glacier, leading up to Zarkabard. Zarkabard's zone structure actually was fairly simplistic, but if you made it through Bucidine Glacier, then you know you you deserved to make it. You know, so that was this is annoying. The even though you could clearly jump on that, it's part of the untractable mountain or whatever. Okay, so yeah, this is where we need it from. Let's see, there's an undead thing right there, and I'm not sure what the range on blood aggro is, but if this were Final Fantasy XI, blood aggro was like 45 yalms or something ridiculous. So we would aggro that by Final Fantasy XI standards, but they toned it down in 11 or in 14. I mean, what's up, you sassy little bitch? Damn right, bitch. But now I'm looking for you. Mere mortals, huh? But the Leveilleurs, they don't have... I mean, I guess they're intelligent, like, they're prodigies, but they don't have the Echo. But I can kind of understand his feelings, at least in a real world perspective. I mean, I'm a pretty smart guy, but sometimes it feels like all I'm really smart enough to do in life is be smart enough to drive myself insane. 'Cause, like, I consider myself a hard worker, and you know, like, I went to college, I joined the military, and like, I don't know, I love video games and stuff. I know I don't put a lot of work into these videos, so I don't edit them, but Like watching YouTube channels where basically it's just like someone flips on their camera and talks into the, you know, into the camera for 6 minutes, and then, you know, says a bunch of fart poo-poo jokes, and then, you know, that's it. And they have like 5 million subscribers. It's like, fuck, you know. And more what that's about, why I bring it up, is just internet personas in general, like, that have huge followings and whatnot, when, you know, it's just one person or whatever. I'm just like, I get that they're funny, and they put out a lot of videos to watch and a lot of jokes, make people laugh like every day. But there's a lot of people who do that, and a lot of people who can do that. And it just sort of, it's weird to me that some of them are so much more popular than the other ones. Ah, well, there's a lot of variables that go into that. But it does seem like sometimes some people are just like chosen by destiny, or chosen by like society as like a, you know, this is the gold standard for modern entertainment, so like don't even try to break into it, sort of thing. No, it's pretty much a blessing. The only real drawback it has is whenever he gets a vision, he's kind of fucked for a few minutes. But other than that, I mean, it is effectively immortality. Thanks. Sorry about that little, like, soliloquy I gave you. It's sort of interrupting the story beat. It's what the story beat made me think of, so. What I like about this quest is it's so close to just going back to the camp. You don't need return. Pretty nice. I think it's gonna tell us that the next quest is gonna be available at level 31. Might be 32, but I think it's 31. I think it goes. I think Pagos goes like 21, 25, 27, 29, 31, 34, done. Is what I'm pretty sure the storyline goes like. But it's been a while, so it's hard to remember. The Proto-Etherite, huh? Dates back millennia and was created during the initial development of the technology. Impacting the flow of the live stream, huh? Isn't the live stream worldwide? Like, one island with one fucked up Etherite can impact the whole thing in a super fucking negative way? Like, maybe you shouldn't be fucking with that? Oh, wow. Okay. Never mind. I was wrong. Looks like we're gonna be leveling, now. So there will be one more video on Pagos, and I'll probably, it'll be a video where I lump in, oh, brain, work with me here. It'll be a video where I lump in, the start of the next zone as well, because there just won't be enough left of Pagos to show off. And even if I haven't finished the relic or whatever, I'm just gonna show that off. So right now I'm going to look for an elemental here, a Pagos elemental. I know I mentioned them last video. I had to have, but they're just like the Animus elementals, but they're blue, and they give you the EXP and the attack power buff with the mild, or actually it's not even mild. It's a low regen for your HP that make you slightly more durable. They can be pretty much anywhere in the center of any monster group on the map. So we got a lot of places we can check for one. I'm pretty sure the way the elementals work is when they spawn, they just stay there until someone finds them. And once somebody trips one and makes them buff, then they just start casting the buff at like 20-second intervals or whatever. And they cast their buff like, oh hey look, it's sweet. But they cast their buff, and then whatever the interval is, like it might not be 20-second intervals, it might actually be how many people come and visit the elemental itself. But either way, they cast their buff like 10 times or whatever, and then after that they do one final buff cast of it that's like 3 times as large area-wise, and it's like a Hail Mary by the elemental to buff as many adventurers as possible. And I like that. I like that blue on that coat. I might use that. I think that's Dragoon blue, and it's on the Alamegan coat of casting. I should get that coat for Clyde's Red Mage. I wanted to get a Vermilion cloak so I could switch over to Red Mage for some variants in job, because not that I think that Samurai is bad or whatever or anything. Like it's one of the best jobs you can bring in here when you're alone, because it has self-healing. It does a lot of damage, and it has an attack speed buff, so that like you can kill as fast as possible. And that's all, it's all pretty amazing. But, playing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over does get a tad bit, annoying or whatever. We'll have to be careful. It's nighttime, and if these things get us too low, those haunts will blood aggro. But basically what I'm going to do now is, it's literally just leveling to 35 now. And along the way, I'm going to complete the last 2 challenge log entries I have, which is something like 44 more earth or fire monsters and 53 more water or wind monsters. And then I'm going to do a video where I show you the end of Pagos and completing the relic. I guess one other thing I could show off in this video is I could show off... Oh shit, we got 2 of them on us. That is not good. But I'm gonna show off got the relic quest. I need to go find that the crystal fountain though, so that you know where it's at. On the odd chance that somebody out there is watching this and lurking and not commenting at all, and or is completely new to watching it and decides they like the sound of my voice or something, and I wish they mutated more often. I'm really not sure what variable goes into mutation. I mean, I remember the theories people had, and I know some of the stuff that people found out for sure, but I don't know any of it firsthand, and I don't even know if the things I was told or the things that I heard, you know, are the truth. Oh, look, we got a gentle light off of one of these suckers. It wasn't even mutated. Imagine if one of these proc a gentle while mutated, but like, since it was mutated, it was guaranteed, so it gave us like the next tier or whatever. That would be pretty cool. Sprites are also supposed to give enhanced light, and there are sprites that can mutate too. And so, like, what a lot of people try to do when the weather's up is they try to chain, and because people believe that chains also affect it, I don't know if that's true, but people certainly had theories. But the sprite thing is definitely true, because at some point they did like an official statement that that was like how people were supposed to be gaining light. Like they were supposed to be chaining, and then every 10th, 20th, and 30th chain they were supposed to chain into a sprite and get a whole buttload of light or something. And so like, the weather is fire right now, and if we were a high enough level, there are fire sprites that are level 35 right across the lake, and we could chain on the monsters over there, which I believe are manticores, and then every, you know, on 10, 20, and 30, we could, during fire weather anyway, we could chain onto a sprite. The problem is weather's not always up, and you know, a lot of sprites, they have differing elements to the things that you would want to be farming or fighting. So what most people did was just brute force, basically brute force light by just killing strong enemies over and over again. Like my first light party used the frost dragons or whatever, and there's like a gentle light every second, every other dragon basically. And we had to compete with other parties for it, but yeah, it was just one of those things. Now that we're level 31, we stand less to lose if we die, and no one can raise us because there's only a few people in the zone, and I guess there's that level 60 red mage there, but even so, you know, we just want to be careful. Yeah, so you hear the fire ember sprites or whatever with level 35 monsters around them. There's actually three Notorious monsters in this section alone. One's up here. It's called Asag or Asag or whatever. There's one in the center of the lake with the crabs, which is King Arthro, and then there's one in the south that's like a giant sheep or whatever, and it's you kill those billy goats over there to make it spawn. But where we're gonna go now is mildly dangerous because there's a sleeping dragon back here, and look how strong the region is from the elemental. The lower your HP is. That's a unique region effect, actually. No other region in the game works like that, to my knowledge. It would be kind of... Oh, shit. Fuck. Switch to ice. Oh, we're gonna die. We are so boned. We are mucho boned. El boned. Maybe not. Maybe we're not boned. Maybe we're gonna get away because we're on a mountain. See, all it took was I turned a little too fast near the dragon, and it's like, can I even lose aggro on it? Because like, it's like right next to the cave mouth. Okay. Whew. Okay, that's good. That's good. So, this little miniature Aurum Vale thing here, this is where it's Test Cavern 1P, and that right there is the furnace for making a crystal. Shazam! And you can hold 9 crystals at once before you have to turn them in. So, Shazam. So that's pretty nice. And basically that's all there is to show. We'll see if Geralt can do anything with this one crystal or whatever. And if he can, then good. And if he can't, then whatever. But, yeah, so, next time, I'll just be level 35, and, I'll be stocked up to like 37 frosted protean crystals, or however many it is, and, I'll have a lot more Pagos crystals as well, and I'll show you, the rest of Pagos. There's one more fairly cool cutscene that takes place all the way up in the north, like here-ish or something. Okay, he wants me to have 5 frosted protean crystals for each stage of this. So it doesn't really matter. You just You need the frosted protein crystals, and then the only other thing you need is there's a level 35. The level 35 Notorious monster is way over here in Ice Bloom Cavern, and it's another cavern where you have to fall, but it's near like level 38 or 39 monsters or something like that. And obviously in the cave itself are level 40 monsters. Just like Pazuzu, you have to kill them, the undead ones, at night, and the monster itself is named Louhi, or Louhi, or whatever. It's spelled Louhi. And it's supposed to be some sort of like frosty hell demon, like in mythology. And it's basically a reskin of the Cruise Chaser from Alexander Raids. Instead of left blade and right blade, it has dextral blade and sinistral blade, which are just fancy words that mean left and right hand. And it's got Spin Crusher, it does Frost raid-wide AoEs. It teleports around and does that stuff too, so you have to follow it. And it has ads. It has a bunch of ads, plus the other undead that are in the room. So the room is basically, it gets full of blood aggro, and you start having a bad time. Yeah. I don't know why I ran back out here, but we're closer to Blondette's crystal now, so, or Blondette's retreat, so that's where we're gonna go. But yeah, as far as oh, and check this thing out. It's from Animos, actually. I meant to show it off for Wind Up Mithra. Opinions on how Makote rate compared to their supposed ancestors are best kept to oneself. They basically copy-pasted the races from Final Fantasy XI. And, oh, we got a little achievement. And the Wind Up Mithra, the Mithra was the cat girl race in 11. A stack of dusty tomes and a healthy imagination served as inspiration for this automaton designed to depict the Mithra, supposed ancestor of the Makote. She wears a traditional scorpion harness, rendered in painstaking and pointless detail by her Charlian creator. I wonder why I wonder what that pointless joke is a jab at. I wonder if it's a jab at the fact that in Final Fantasy XI, and even in this game, a lot of the armor has a lot of ornate detail on it, and most of the time people don't care at all about it. Like they just, I mean, people will say how pretty it is, and they'll use that as a factor to decide their glamours. But you know, most of the time people have animations on and can't even see their own character in battle, so it sort of doesn't. It is sort of pointless. But for now, I think that's probably a good place to cut the video. I think we're almost out of time anyway. So thanks for watching, and next time I'll show you the rest of Pagos. If I get a group or an instance that spawns Louhi, I'll do a Louhi battle video, like the Pazuzu video that I put out that was like 2 minutes long or whatever, just to show Louhi off, just so you know what he looks like. I think you gotta kill him twice, because I think you need 5 Louhi ice or something, and the fate, when you get gold on it, only drops 3. So, unlike Pazuzu, who you only gotta kill once, Louhi you gotta kill twice. Anywho, thanks for watching, stay safe, and have a good day.